Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. This is going to be a video response to Wranglerstar and his video, Benchmade versus Spyderco. Actually, I think he called it Benchmade or Spyderco, which is better, something to that effect. And I'll tell you, I was fascinated by this video. It's a long video. It's like a half an hour long video. But you know what? I got to be honest with you. Cody kept me interested. The whole time he kept me interested. Here's the thing, Cody. I've got the answer to your problems. Every single problem you have. I listened very intently on your video. Everything you said, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to believe the answer I have for you. Bottom line, when you chose the Benchmade after saying that it was definitely not a great cutter, because you liked how you could use it to pry, and I think at one point you said, you know, when you're under the sink and you got a plumbing emergency and you just need to stop the pain, however you put it, you know, and you could use the Benchmade as a pry bar, and it just did some amazing stuff. Here's the thing. You're spending way too much money for what you need. Now, Cody, you are easily one of the most handy guys I've ever seen. God really gifted you with the ability to do all kinds of stuff with your hands. I got a solution. It's going to take a little work on your part. Bear with me. Everything that you were looking for in a knife can be replaced very cheaply with this. Right there. I know you're thinking I'm crazy. Cody, I know what you're thinking, right? But just bear with me. Bear with me. This thing is amazing. Made in America. It's awesome pry abilities, unparalleled by any knife you could ever buy. It's a prying machine, this thing is. It's very comparable size-wise to, well, let's just say your average folder. I know it's not a folder, but you could probably, listen, here's where your handiness comes in. You put a pocket clip on this puppy, and maybe make a little sheath for the business end of it. Listen, lifetime guarantee. You break this thing, you wear it out, you walk into any Sears in the United States, plop it down, and they will hand you a brand spanking new one. No questions asked. Now check it out. You say you use a lot to open boxes, cutting cardboard and whatnot. Look at that. Look at that. How absolutely amazing is that? It is a cardboard cutting machine. Now, I'm not saying you take your Spyderco sharp maker, you add a little bit, to tweak it a little bit, make sure it's a little sharp, but you can't beat it. Look, punch holes. Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, Cody, I'm telling you, right there, baby. Right. Cody, I'm just having a little fun with you, brother. I couldn't help it. Because, in your video, you're talking about how, it's just not a great cutter, but I could have sworn in the end you were gonna pick the Spyderco. Okay. Let me get to part 2 of this. Yeah, you know what? No, I think I'm going to leave it here. I'm just having some fun with Cody. If you don't know Wranglerstar and you're not subscribed to Wranglerstar, I'm going to leave a link underneath this. This guy is way cool. He's a very, very, very cool person. I really like him a lot. Have liked him for a very long time. He is his own man. He doesn't care what other people think. He's a God-fearing man, which I really appreciate. He's a good family man. He's just an all-around good guy. And he makes some really good points. I didn't want to drag this out a little bit, but I did want to touch on this. He makes a point about a lot of us that have all these knives. And I'm guilty of it too. I mean, I don't even know how many knives I have. And he says, because Cody's kind of like a prepper. Well, not kind of like a prepper. He's an Uber prepper. But he makes a point. Why would you have 50 Spydercos and not have other things that are needed for preparedness? I mean, for example, and I haven't reviewed this yet, but I'm going to. Why would you have 50 Spydercos and not have some kind of emergency preparedness radio? I'm not saying this is the best one. I've not even opened it up yet. But, I thought about that. I mean, I know people that have 50 Spydercos, but they don't have any way to purify water. So I think he makes a pretty strong point that you know, you might be wiser to spend your money on other things. Now that's if you're a prepper. If you're not a prepper and your game is just collecting knives, then rock on. But I mean, I'll tell you, lately I've really been trying to soul search for myself because I have so many things. And those things are cluttering up my life in a lot of ways. But I am addicted to things, I'm not addicted to drugs. I'm addicted to things. And, I mean, it just, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like a hoarder's wet dream, but I will tell you that I have too many things. How many guns does a person need to have? When somebody, and many people have asked me before how many guns I have, and I tell them I don't know, they always look at me with the same response, or come at me with the same responses that I'm bullshitting them. And the fact of the matter is I'm not bullshitting them. And when you have so many guns that you don't know how many guns you have, then maybe there's a problem. Yeah, I mean, it's a sickness. Same thing with knives. Lately though, I've been giving away knives. I've got a nephew who I'll do a shout out to him when he gets his act together, but he's starting a YouTube channel, or wants to start a YouTube channel where he does some knife reviews and stuff like that. So I sent him a bunch of knives. I sent him I sent him some pretty good knives. Some crap, but for the most part I sent him up pretty good. I've been literally to friends and stuff giving away knives and stuff just because I have so much stuff cluttering up my life, and most of it isn't really used. So anyway, I could go on and on and on about that, but Cody made a very interesting point about having too many of the wrong things, or maybe not enough of the important things, or just really managing your money better, and trying to get things that are going to help you going forward in the future. So anyway, if you're not subscribed to Wranglerstar, do so. Link below. He's an awesome dude. And it's just a really awesome family, just awesome all the way around. Anyway, everybody take care. See ya!